Katie Slayton, who many came to recognize and love through her appearances on TLC's 1000 Pounds Sisters, has tragically passed away at the young age of 37. The shocking news, which left fans of the show heartbroken and her family devastated, was first shared by Amanda Halterman, the sister of Tammy and Amy Slayton, in an emotional and raw Instagram post. For many, Katie was not just a familiar face on reality television but also a cherished daughter, cousin, friend, and mother whose presence brought laughter, warmth, and love into the lives of those around her. Her sudden departure is a painful reminder of how fragile life truly is. The announcement came on Tuesday, August 26th, when Amanda, who has herself become a recognizable figure on the show for her fierce loyalty and outspoken personality, poured her heart out to fans and loved ones online. "It is with a completely crushed heart and spirit that I have to post this," Amanda wrote. Her words captured the depth of her anguish, the heavy weight of grief pressing down on her as she shared the news that Katie had gone to sit at the feet of Jesus yesterday. To Amanda, Katie was more than just family. She was her confidant, her partner in crime, and her best friend. Amanda described her cousin as a force to be reckoned with, a woman full of life and love, someone who accepted others without judgment and gave her affection freely. The tribute was accompanied by a touching photograph of Katie smiling warmly, holding a bag of cookies in her hand, a simple but tender moment that seemed to capture her joyful and giving spirit. "She was the life of the party," Amanda continued, recalling how Katie had a way of lighting up every room she walked into. "I know both our grandparents and friends was there to welcome you home." Those words painted a bittersweet picture of reunion in the afterlife, where Katie's laughter and spirit would be embraced once again by those who had gone before her. Amanda also pleaded for prayers, asking for strength not just for herself but for her aunt, uncle, cousins, and especially for Katie's children. "Please pray for my aunt, uncle, and cousins, but mostly for the babies and for Natalie to be strong. Please pray for everyone whom loves her," she wrote. In a final act of solidarity with her late cousin, Amanda signed off with the simple but powerful hashtag #CancerSks. That single phrase carried the heavy weight of pain and frustration shared by so many families who have had their lives shattered by cancer's unrelenting grip. Katie's passing was later confirmed by her official obituary on the Witzel Funeral Home's website. Stated that she had died on Monday, August 25th, at the Linda White Hospice House in Evansville, Indiana. According to the obituary, her funeral service will be held at 1 p.m. on Friday, August 29th, at Witzel Funeral Home in Morganfield, Kentucky, where friends and family will gather to celebrate her life, share stories, and say their goodbyes to a woman taken too soon. Before her untimely death, Katie had made multiple appearances on 1000 Pounds Sisters, a show that first premiered on TLC in January 2020. The series has since spanned 7 seasons, following the lives of Amy and Tammy Slayton as they confronted the physical and emotional struggles of living with extreme obesity. While the show's main focus was on the sisters' journeys to reclaim their health, Katie quickly became a beloved figure among viewers. Her candidness, humor, and unwavering support for her cousins added richness and authenticity to the show. Fans remember her most vividly from Season 5 when she was present during Tammy's release from a weight loss rehab center, offering encouragement, love, and the kind of tough honesty that only family can give. Behind the cameras, Katie was battling her own fight, one far more brutal than most people ever realized. Earlier this year, she was diagnosed with stage 4 gastric adenocarcinoma, a rare and aggressive form of stomach cancer. The diagnosis sent shockwaves through her family, as they struggled to grasp how someone so vibrant and full of life could suddenly be faced with such a devastating illness. For Katie, the months that followed became a blur of chemotherapy treatments, hospital visits, and moments of quiet reflection as she tried to balance hope with the harsh reality of her prognosis. Despite the pain and exhaustion that came with her treatments, Katie remained resilient. Those closest to her recall how she still managed to smile, laugh, and even comfort others, even as her body grew weaker. Her fight against cancer was marked by courage and grace, qualities that made those around her admire her even more. Yet, as her condition progressed, it became clear that Katie's time was limited. Family and friends surrounded her with love, and though her journey on this earth ended far too soon, her legacy of love, strength, and resilience will live on in the hearts of those who knew her. For the Slayton family, Katie's passing is yet another chapter of hardship and heartbreak in a life that has already been lived under the public's watchful eye. Tammy and Amy, whose struggles with health and weight loss have been documented for millions to see, now face the painful reality of mourning a cousin who had been their support system and companion. Fans who have followed the family's journey for years know that the Slaytons are no strangers to adversity. Yet the loss of Katie strikes on a different level, not as a storyline on a reality show but as a real-life tragedy that reminds everyone of the fragility of the human experience. Katie was, by all accounts, a woman who lived life unapologetically. Friends describe her as someone who could make anyone laugh with her quick wit, who loved her family fiercely, and who never hesitated to be there when someone needed her. Her children, who were the light of her life, now face a future without their mother's presence, though her spirit and memory will undoubtedly guide them in the years to come. In the wake of her passing, tributes have poured in from fans of the show and from those who had the privilege of knowing her personally. Many took to social media to express their condolences, sharing how Katie's appearances on 1,000 Pounds Sisters left a lasting impact on them. Some remembered her for her sense of humor, others for her ability to stand up for her cousins with unwavering loyalty. What united all the messages was a shared sense of loss, a recognition that Katie's light had touched more lives than she probably ever realized. The loss of Katie Slayton at just 37 years old is a devastating blow to her family, her friends, and the fans who grew to love her. Her story is one of both joy and pain, of love and loss, and of the resilience of the human spirit even in the face of unimaginable suffering. As her loved ones prepare to lay her to rest, they hold on to the memories of who she was, a woman full of laughter, love, and strength, and take comfort in the belief that she has found peace at last. Though her battle with cancer ended in tragedy, Katie's life will not be defined by her illness but by the love she gave, the joy she spread, and the strength she showed until the very end. For those who knew her, she will forever remain the life of the party, the loyal cousin, the loving mother, and the woman whose spirit could not be dimmed, even by the darkest of times. And for the countless fans who only knew her through a television screen, she will be remembered as a reminder of the importance of family, resilience, and cherishing every moment we have with the people we love. Even as the world begins to move on from the immediate shock of her passing, those closest to Katie know that grief does not follow a timeline. The days, weeks, and months after losing someone so young and so loved are filled with waves of sorrow that come without warning. A song on the radio, a photograph tucked away in a drawer, or even a familiar scent in the air can suddenly trigger a flood of memories and tears. For the Slayton family, every gathering will now carry the weight of her absence. Holidays, birthdays, and simple family dinners will feel different because the voice that used to laugh the loudest will no longer be there. Yet within that sorrow there will also be joy, because stories of Katie will continue to be told, and laughter will return as her family remembers the countless moments she gave them during her 37 years.